Hello, my name is Jamie Kimball, and today I would like to talk to you about archery. Has anyone ever tried blindfolded archery before? You don't know what you're missing. Archery has been a big part of my family for many years, and in fact I have been an archery instructor for about 7 years. I have taught at summer camps and outdoor expos, and today I would like to discuss with you a few interesting facts about archery. The history of archery, why archery is such a great recreational activity, and archery in the Olympics. Let's first begin how archery first got introduced into the United States. According to the Encyclopedia of Britannia, the first American archery organization was the United Bowmen of Philadelphia, founded in 1828. By the late 20th century, there is probably more than 10 million participants in all forms of this sport. Archery was used as a tool of survival. When gun and gunpowder were too expensive, trees and plants were available. Flexible branches were able to create the bow. Sturdy branches were able to create the arrow, and fibrous plants were able to create the bowstring. Archery was a great tool of survival because it could go much farther and faster than any spear could. It was also used for hunting. It could bring down more kills and bring down deer, such as deer, antelope, and rabbits. It was also used for fishermen. They would attach a string to the arrow and to the bow and shoot it into the water and be able to retrieve the fish much faster. According as Daniel Allred stated in his magazine article, Bow Hunt of America, perhaps we still have that fascination with archery and hunting because it rekindles that feeling of being one with nature. It wasn't a long time ago when an unsuccessful hunt meant the difference between life and death. Over and over again, we have seen how our ancestors used superior weapons to conquer nations. According to Archery Research Journal tells us, the Romans owe much of their military superiority to the armies of skilled archers. When the opposing army would come in and enclose them, they would use their archers to shoot numerous amounts of arrows to reduce their enemies. This battle strategy was so successful that every Roman platoon had archeries in it. Now that we have discussed the history of archery, let's begin about how archery got introduced as a recreational activity. According to the magazine article 360, the perfect summer activities aren't just the ones that get you outdoors. They are the ones you can do as a family. With each and every shot, a young archer learns to not get emotionally at any time when they make a bad one. Instead of their attending their ego to their performance, they learn to analyze the shot and then learn to perfect it before preparing for the next one, with no emotion. There is 2 types of shooting. There is target shooting, and there is flight shooting. Target shooting focuses more on accuracy, while flight shooting focuses more on distance. If you are ever in Ponca State Park on the 3rd weekend of September, you will see how Americans love their flight shooting. There is 3 types of target shooting in this event. There is bullseye target shooting, there is 3D target shooting, and then there is frisbee golf shooting. However, with flight shooting, it isn't about targets, it's about distance. There has been recorded records of flight shooting that has gone over a mile long. Now that we have discussed how archery has become a recreational activity, let's discuss how archery became an Olympic sport. According to Statesman Journal, Iowa's archery medalist Miranda Leake thought archery was the #1 most watched sport during the Olympic Games, primarily because of the emergent pop culture in movies such as Green Arrow, Brave, and Hunger Games. Archery not only increased the participants watching it, but it also increased the participants playing. There has been introduced of ski archery, there has been introduced of 3D archery, and crossbow archery. According to the Encyclopedia of Britannia, archery events for men were held in the Olympic Games in 1900s, 1904, 1908, and 1920. However, for women, they were held in 1904 and 1908. They were then postponed for 52 years. Then they were reintroduced in 1972. And according to the World Archery Federation, the oldest medalist was 68 years old. The youngest medalist was 14. Archery is a competition for all ages. It is a great sport and is a great activity. The most important thing to remember about archery is archery makes champions. As we have seen, archery has existed for over 5,000 years. Archery has been a fun recreational activity, and archery has been an Olympic sport with over 22 nations competing. Archery was first used as a means of survival and is now a fun recreational activity, and now has become an Olympic sport. As Fredman Bear stated in Archery 360, the history of the bow is the history of mankind. Thank you for your time.